Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you guys. Please let me know if I am audible and visible. No issues with the audio video. All right. So in today's section, we are going to discuss about the strategy. I know the exam is really approaching very soon, and what I've come with the solution because what I've seen, lots of people are having issues with the like how to appear for the examination. They don't know how to appear for the examination, and they also don't know how to manage the anxiety, right? Yeah, good evening, right? So I will be doing one thing. I will be explaining you how to do and what to do from tomorrow onwards, what you are going to do, what to study, what not to study, right? All these things I'm going to tell you. And then after that, I would be taking up all the questions, whatever queries you are having, like you're asking what to wear, what not to wear, right? Everything we will be discussing, right? So this is going to be the thing we are having. The first important thing is going to be what, just believe in yourself. Even if you don't believe in don't believe in yourself, just try to pretend that, because the reason is pretty simple. Your brain cannot understand anything, right? Your brain cannot understand what is true, what is false, right? What is true, what is false, right? Your brain will also only going to believe what you are going to tell your brain, right? If you tell your brain that you have done it, that means your brain will believe that you have done it, right? You go to movies, I give you example every time, like you go to movies, your brain will get connected, right? Your brain cannot understand. If you tell your brain that you are anxious, you have not done anything, आपका कोर्स नहीं हुआ है, आपने नहीं पढ़ा है, तो आपके दिमाग को क्या लगेगा, नहीं हुआ है, right? So this is how our brain is perceiving, right? तो brain को सबसे पहले समझना है. First thing that you need to understand is about the brain. Once you will understand about the brain, what will happen? You will automatically come to the point, right? Video is not visible. No issues, guys. Problems will always be there, but every time we need to come up with the solution. We need to fight every time, right? तो सबसे पहली चीज़ जो आपको समझनी है वो है ब्रेन, राइट? सो ब्रेन को आपको क्या करना है? आपको एंजाइटी कम करने के लिए फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू नीड टू डू, यू नीड टू टेल योर ब्रेन दैट यू हैव डन एवरीथिंग. यू हैव डन एवरीथिंग. आपने सब कुछ पढ़ लिया है, आपको सब कुछ पता है. वट एवर यू कुड डू, यू हैव ऑलरेडी डन इट. इससे क्या होगा? अपनी एंजाइटी कम होगी, पहली चीज़, राइट? नेक्स्ट थिंग, चलो अब स्टार्ट करते हैं. टुमारो इज लाइक टुमारो इज 16, राइट? तो आज all right, don't worry guys, I'll explain both the things in Hindi as well as in English, right? So what you are going to do tomorrow is like on 16th what you are going to do, or let's say today what you are going to do, let's discuss today, right? So first of all, the thing that you are going to do today, आज क्या करना है? The only thing that you would be doing today, you will be making screening, right? You will be doing what? Screening of your notes, making screening of your notes, and you are going to make the content what you are going to study tomorrow. आपको कल क्या पढ़ना है? What you are going to study tomorrow, you have to find out that content, right? So you have to find out that content. इससे क्या होगा? What will happen because of this? Because of this, you are not going to get anxious tomorrow. If you know what to study tomorrow, that means you are in a phase that you need not to worry about anything else. तो कल का content हम लोग आज decide करेंगे. We are going to decide the content of tomorrow today, right? सोने से पहले क्या करना है? Content को select करना है, first thing. Second thing, दूसरी चीज़ हमको क्या करनी है? सेकेंड थिंग व्हाट वी नीड टू डू, वी नीड टू चेक आवर एडमिट कार्ड, राइट? बिकॉज आई हैव सीन लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर हैविंग इश्यूज ऑन द डे ऑफ एग्जाम. उन्होंने कार्ड ढंग से नहीं देखा, दे हैव नॉट गोन थ्रू द एडमिट कार्ड वेरी नाइसली, दे आर हैविंग सम इश्यूज. सो मेक श्योर you look at your admit card, you read all the things which are written over there very nicely. Third thing you need to take care is about your fingerprints, right? If you are taking your id, make sure your id will be having the visibility or enable, your fingerprints are enabled, right? You can do that from the Aadhaar app, right? That is what you can do, right? So make sure your fingerprint should be okay. Fingerprint, right? If you have issues, I can give you the stepwise approach that you could be doing, right? That is for the understanding of the fingerprint, so that अपना ID वाला part finish रहेगा, right? Third thing you will be you need to do is going to be reach the center early, right? when you are going to go to the examination center, you need to reach the center early. Early means if tomorrow is 16, right, try to reach the center as early as possible. Some of you might be traveling from different parts, है ना, तो अभी क्या होगा, there might be fog on the streets, there might be cancellation of the trains, right, all these things might happen. You have to consider that thing into mind and try to leave as early as possible. Once you will reach whatever is going to be, wherever is going to be your center, when you are going to reach that particular place, there might be possibility you are not going to get good hotel, right, so you need to take care of that hotel also. Try to spend as much money as you can spend, but just try to stay in the best place, because if you cannot sleep in the night, that is going to reflect in your examination. So hotel, and second thing is going to be your food, right. These are the two important things you need to take care, khana or rehna. That is what you are going to do tomorrow, right. And you are, if your center is far, you know, some people are living in Delhi, what is going to happen, because lots of students are living at the same place, right, तो क्या होगा, morning में you are not going to get the cabs, there will be issue with the cab. So in morning, if you are thinking like that, you go outside and you will get the cab, that is going to be a problem for you, right. They are going to overcharge you. There might be possibility you need to do the pooling also, right, and in that pooling you might find some seniors or maybe juniors or some students that you might not like, or they can give you some bad information also. So just try to avoid this particular thing, right. We need to get up early, we need to reach to the center as early as possible, so that we are going to avoid these particular thing, right. So this is about the thing you need to remember, right. Whatever things we are going to make today, we are going to read it tomorrow. All important points that you are going to make today, plus whatever images, that is what you are going to read tomorrow. सिर्फ इतना ही पढ़ना है, कल ज़्यादा नहीं पढ़ना है, ओवर बर्डन नहीं करना है. वॉट एवर यू हैव डन इन लास्ट 5 months वुड बी गुड इनफ, है ना. कल पढ़ने से कुछ चेंज नहीं हो जाएगा. नथिंग इज गोइंग टू हैपन इफ यू स्टडी टुमारो, राइट. सो दैट इज गोइंग टू कीप यू सेन. अल्टीमेट पर्पज क्या है बेटा, वॉट इज द अल्टीमेट पर्पज? इफ यू कैन मैनेज योर एंजाइटी, इफ यू कैन मैनेज योर एंजाइटी अटैक्स इन द एग्जामिनेशन, you would be passing the examination very nicely, because all of us are having the same amount of information, right. सबने सारी चीज़ें पढ़ी है. ऑल ऑफ यू हैव गॉन थ्रू द कॉलेज कोचिंग्स, राइट. ऑल 5 months ऑफ स्टडीज दैट यू हैव डन ऑलरेडी. नाउ इट इज़ टाइम to manage your anxiety, to subside your anxiety, and how we can do that, how to avoid these mistakes, right. Try to wear something like, you know, it's winter time, so try to wear something good, right. Try to eat something good, because we are getting messages, sir खाना नहीं मिला, सर खाना गलत खा लिया, वी हैव डायरिया, वी हैव वॉमिटिंग, राइट. कोल्ड हो गया एंड मोमेंट पे, टाइफाइड हो गया. दीज आर द थिंग्स वी आर गेटिंग कंटिन्यूसली, एंड दैट इज व्हाई आई एम मेकिंग दिस वीडियोस. ट्राई टू take care of yourself. At most is going to be, this is going to be the most important thing that you can do at this point of time, right. So this is how you are going to spend your 16th, right. On 16th, remember, you are going to sleep early, beta. Before sleeping early, you need to have a light dinner. Have light dinner on 16th, and try to sleep at what time. I know you might be thinking that we will finish this, but remember, the course is a vast course, is very vast. You cannot cover the entire syllabus is not what you study in like this 5 months. They can ask you from anything from 19 subjects, so keep this thing in mind. You are never going to finish it, it is unfinishable, right. So make sure you will be sleeping early. If you sleep early, your anxiety will be managed, and that is how you are going to pass the examination, right. So on 16th, you will have the light dinner, and after that you will be sleeping early. Early means what, beta? Early means if there is a session at 10 p.m, you are not going to wake up for that particular session. Make sure you will go to the bed somewhat around 9 p.m, beta. If you go to the bed somewhat around 9 p.m, I'm pretty sure, because you will be taking 2 to 3 hours for sleeping. If you think like that, you will go to bed 10 or 11 and by 12 you will be sleeping. That is not going to happen, because you have got a lot of adrenaline rush, right. So make sure you go to your bed at 9 p.m. If you go to the bed 9 p.m, what will happen? You will be sleeping by 10 or 11, right. Maybe 11 or 11:30 you will be sleeping, right. But if you have not done this thing, what can happen? आप 10 बजे बेड को जाओगे, आप 10 बजे सोने की कोशिश करोगे, बट आप 12 बज जाएगी. आप टाइम देखोगे, you are going to look at the time, and you will be finding that 5:30 you have to wake up, or 6 you have to wake up, और 12 की 1 बज गई अगर, और आपने टाइम देख लिया, you will be having a sleep of 5 hours, and that message will be there for the next day in your mind. This is what is psychology that you should understand. अगर ये message दिमाग में रहेगा कि मैं 5 ही घंटे सो के आया हूँ, I have not slept well, this is going to give you a lot of anxiety. This is going to decrease the motivation that you are having, right? So make sure you go to the bed early. Nothing can be done within these 2-3 hours. We have not done all those things within 2, 3, 5 years, right? So nothing can be done within these 2-3 hours. No one can give you such PDF. If you are asking me, like some people are asking me, sir kuch PDF de do jisme se question aayega, there is nothing. If I know, if I have this kind of PDF, I would have given it on the day one, but I don't have anything like that, and nobody have, right? Nobody knows what they are going to ask you. So make sure you don't rely on any PDF or something, right? This is what you need to understand. Okay, uske baad mein, when you are going to sleep, what you are going to tell yourself, very very importantly, when you are going to sleep, you are going to close the chapter of this 5 month, right? Whatever journey you have done, right? Whatever journey you have done, you are going to, maybe you can record a video of yourself, and you can tell yourself, whatever I have to do, I have already done, and I have done enough of my capabilities. This is what you should tell yourself, that jitna padhna tha maine padh liya, right? And now it's up to God, it's up to will, right? Everything is going to happen good, right? So raat ko when you are going to sleep, you are going to sum up everything, beta. Sum up for yourself. एक छोटा सा वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करना अपने लिए, okay? That is going to sum up for yourself and tell yourself that हो गया. This is going to give a message to your brain that now we have done, now we are done, right? Your brain don't understand what is true, what is false. You have to put everything by consciousness. By consciousness, you will be putting each and everything into your brain, right? So you are going to sum up everything here, and then you are going to sleep, and then you will put the alarm in the morning. Try to wake up early. Try to wake up early. Don't be late, beta. Don't be late. This is going to be a day where you cannot get late, right? Don't be late, because I've seen many people, they are standing, because we were there on the exam day. So many people, they are standing, they have not booked the buses and all, right? So they have not booked the buses, maybe they are late, right? And the cabs are not available, right? Cabs are not available. Then they are traveling via bike, and due to coming, they are traveling via bike, it is a winter time, beta. You can get cold, right? You can get fever, you can get cold, you can have issues with that particular day. You need to have complete set day should be there, right? So you need to understand this thing. हमको टाइम से पहुंचना है. We need to reach the center timely, so that हमारे पास में अगर कोई भी इशू रहता है, there might be possibility आधार में फोटो मैच नहीं कर रहा है, there might be possibility you have issue with the thumbprint, there might be possibility you have worn the wrong dresses, right? Remember beta, what are the things you will be doing? Let me come to this particular thing. What you need to understand, when you are going to the this particular area, like your examination center, there might be possibility, there might be a lot of people standing outside, right? So वहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा भीड़ होगी, crowd can be there, parking issues can be there. So you just need to be on time, right? Remember this particular thing. Don't be late, right? And don't forget your breakfast. Don't skip your breakfast. Breakfast is very important. You need to have your breakfast, right? Don't skip your breakfast. Light dinner and sleep early, because if you have heavy dinner, what will happen in the morning? You will be having what? You will be having acidity. To avoid that acidity, try to have a light dinner, and that too very early, right? And you need to sleep early and then wake up early in the morning, and don't skip your breakfast, right? You can have a cup of coffee, and don't just try to hop on to parathas, right? Parathas, chole bhature nahi khane. Just try to have a good breakfast, healthy breakfast today, and that too with the, like, that can give you energy for throughout the first half of the cycle, that is should be there in your stomach, right? And then when you are sitting into the car, wherever you like, however you are reaching to the center, when you are sitting into the car, put your earphones. If you have something like 2-3 pages, if you have something like 2-3 pages that you can revise, that thing is allowed. Apart from that, need not to take anything else, right? So put your earphones, and maybe you can have guided meditations, right? I will send you the links in my group. You can have guided meditations, right? You can have something motivational, because this is a day of fight, beta, right? Study is not going to help you, rather a positive mindset will help you a lot, right? Study, you have already done countless hours, countless sessions you have done, right? But this time you need what? You need motivation, you need positivity. Don't talk with the seniors which will tell you bad news that anything they can tell you, right? They will there are going to be a lot of people you are going to find at your center. Don't just go for them, right? Just try to have your earphones, and this day you are going to go solo. This day you are going to go solo. Don't discuss with your friends and family, right? Now this is what you are going to do. You will reach your center, and now what you would be doing on this particular big day. When you reach to the center, right, for the big day, first thing, you will be reaching on time. You will enter inside early, reach on time, first thing. Second thing, you have already done your breakfast. Make sure you have done your breakfast. I know some people, they don't have breakfast early in the morning, they could not have. So make sure before entering to the hall you will have your breakfast, and don't rely that those places like you are going to GT Karnal or maybe Sarita Vihar, wherever you are going, there might be possibility you can find some shops, but there might be possibility they are not there, right? So this thing is something you need to look for. हो सकता है वहां पर आपको ब्रेकफास्ट नहीं मिले, right? So make sure you will have a light breakfast. Light breakfast should be there, right? And now you will be entering into the examination hall. Now you will be entering into the exam hall, right? आप क्या पहन के जाओगे, that is also very important, right? Because it is a winter time, you cannot wear big hoodies, right? Just a minute. You cannot wear big hoodies, they are not allowed, right? You cannot wear something out of like leather jackets or maybe big shoes, leather shoes. You need to avoid those things, right? You can have something light, just a minute. I know, beta, just a minute, I'll just correct it. Okay, right? You just need to have something light. Okay, before the examination, right? Don't talk when you go to the examination hall. You will enter early. If you have issue, because I know some people, they are standing out, they're talking with the seniors, they're talking with the faculties, right? No need to do that. Keep your maintain your sanity. Whatever things you are coming in, आपको उसको maintain रखना है, आपको किसी से बात नहीं करनी. I know some examples, like some people, एक दोस्त, like there is a person who छोड़ो, चलो एग्जाम्पल छोड़ो. मेक श्योर यू डोंट टॉक विद द पीपल, राइट? मेक श्योर यू डोंट टॉक विद द पीपल, बिकॉज पीपल विल ब्रिंग यू समथिंग नेगेटिविटी. हाउ मेनी सब्जेक्ट्स यू हैव डन, हाउ मेनी सब्जेक्ट्स यू हैव नॉट डन, राइट? अपना सारा कहाँ हो गया? We have already sum up everything in the night, right? And this particular night we have already sum up, right? Sum up yourself, right? We have already sum up that jitna karna tha utna kar liya. We have already done everything. This is going to be the thing we need to have in our mind, right? Now we will have the light breakfast, and then we will be doing what? We will have the light breakfast. We will enter into the examination hall. You will reach on the time. Okay, there might be possibility you might have issues with the fingerprint. लोग बाहर खड़े रहते हैं, they are standing outside and they will enter late, right? If they will enter late और फिर उसके बाद में कुछ photocopy print कराना होता है, and then they will be running here and there, right? Make sure you don't do these type of mistakes. I've seen in every exam there is going to be 5 to 10 people doing this and this like that. Okay, so you should not become that particular person. You have to be on time. This is a day when you can go inside early. There is nothing you can do, right? When you go inside, you will get your seat, right? You will get your seat. They will assign you a seat after your fingerprinting, thumbprinting, everything. They will assess you, and then they will give you the seat. Make sure you wear light clothes, right? You can do the layering better, but wear light clothes. ऐसा नहीं कोई baggy सा. You need not to wear anything too much baggy with multiple pockets. Multiple pockets are not allowed. You go through your performer ones, right? ऐसा पहनना है. You have to wear something which is not going to have issues, right? Something you can do layering, and this is what you can do, right? And try to wear shoes which are not going to be leathery or bulky shoes, right? Simple shoes पहनना है. That is what is going to be allowed, right? After that, what you are going to do when you are going to enter into the exam hall, when you are going to enter into the exam hall, you are going to get your seat. Once you will get your seat, beta, try to sit properly. उस पर आपको बैठ के देखना है एक बार. अगर वो सीट सही है, just try to have it, right? अगर उसमें issue है, if you are having issue with your seat, change it beta. Issue with your seat, just change it. You can ask them, they will change it. No need to suffer, because it is going to be a situation, there might be possibility आपको issue होगा. Second thing, you can wear big socks, right? If you are feeling cold, if you are cold intolerant, वहाँ पर हो सकता है बहुत ज़्यादा सर्दी होगी, आपके पास में ज़्यादा कपड़े नहीं है, हीटर नहीं होगा, so there might be possibility you will feel cold. So try to wear something big chunky socks. You can have big socks that we are having, you can wear that, right? After that, apart from that, there might be some issue with the seat, you can change your seat. Look at the screen beta. Next thing you are going to do is the screen में there will be buttons by which you can dim your brightness beta. ओके अगर आपको इश्यू है, लाइट से इश्यू है, यू कैन एडजस्ट योर ब्राइटनेस, यू कैन चेक फॉर योर माउस, एंड वंस दिस थिंग्स आर डन, आप बैठ सकते हो, यू आर इन कंफर्टेबल पोजिशन. वंस दीज थिंग्स आर डन, नाउ यू कैन गो फॉर व्हाट, नाउ यू कैन गो फॉर meditation again. What is the meditation you are going to do? Nothing you have to do, you need not to talk to your next person, left, right, you need not to talk, you just need to do what? Meditation. What is meditation? You are going to do deep breathing, deep inhale and exhale, that's it. Inhale and exhale, and just tell yourself, just remind yourself beta, just remind in this particular time, remind yourself how far you have come. I don't know, but just look at yourself, right? You are in a situation, आज से 6 महीने पहले, आज से 5 साल पहले, are you the same person? Have you ever thought you will study like this? आप ऐसे पढ़ाई करोगे, क्या आपने कभी सोचा था? You have never thought like this, right? So make sure you will remind yourself who you were and who you have become. You are a doctor, right? You are a doctor. Just tell yourself you are a doctor, and this is just a very simple situation. What a simple situation we are having. Look at, it's about the mindset. Look at the exam. What is the exam we are having? Exam will be having one question and 4 answers in front of you. The answer is already given, and you are also having the liability to mark any answer. There will be no negative marking, है ना. अपन दिमाग में जितना बड़ा बनाएंगे एग्जाम को, इन आवर माइंड, इफ वी थिंक द एग्जाम इज वेरी बिग, इट विल बिकम बिग, राइट. इसको हमको दिमाग में छोटा बनाना है, ऑटोमेटिकली ये छोटा हो जाएगा ना. अपन जैसे 10th क्लास के बच्चे को बोलेंगे उसके लिए सबसे मुश्किल एग्जाम क्या है? फॉर अ 10th क्लास स्टूडेंट, 10th क्लास इज द डिफिकल्ट वन. फॉर 12th क्लास स्टूडेंट, 12th इज द डिफिकल्ट वन. व्हेन यू पास नीट पीजी, व्हेन यू पास FMG एग्जाम, you know, you see people after FMG, they are like, FMG is easy, Neet PG is difficult, right? So this is the exam we are having, which is having 4 answers in front of us and no negative marking. हमको सिर्फ rule out करना है. What we are going to do, we have to rule out, and this is an exam which you need just 50% beta. 50% अगर हमको आता है तो we are going to pass this examination. We need to rule out the options. We need to rule out the options. और अगर हम लोगों ने एक ऑप्शन रूल आउट कर लिया, व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी द आउटकम? इफ यू रूल आउट वन ऑप्शन, यू विल बी हैविंग 33% चांस ऑफ गेटिंग इट करेक्ट. If you rule out 2 options, that means you have 50% chance of getting it correct. I'll come to the point how to rule out these options and how to proceed, right? So first thing you will be doing, you will sit in the examination center, you will do what? फॉर द नेक्स्ट 30 मिनट्स, बेटा 30 मिनट होंगे यहाँ पर आपके पास में, 30-35 मिनट्स वुड बी देयर. सो इन नेक्स्ट 30-35 मिनट्स यू वुड बी इनहेलिंग, यू वुड बी एक्सहेलिंग. लुक एट द स्क्रीन, ट्राई टू calm yourself down, try to make yourself down, and this is going to be the best thing you can do for yourself in this particular examination center, right? You will remind yourself that you have done your hard work and you have done everything that you could do, right? Don't tell yourself biochemistry nahi hua, don't tell yourself anatomy is left, right? Tell yourself I have done the best, I just need 50%, I've already done more than 50%, I just need to get the answer will be in front of me, I need to find the answer, and there will be no negative marking, right? We just need to rule out some options, and that is how we are going to pass this. So keep your mindset positive. Now sir, what is going to be the problem that is going to happen here, right? Problem is going to be what? Before problem, you need to understand what other things you need to do here. Remember beta, right? No need to talk with the next person, you will be having water bottle, right? No need to hope on the complete water, you will be having your water bottle will be there, right? Make sure you will sit there for some time, you will be sitting there, right? 10 minutes or 15 minutes before the exam, you will go for what? Before the exam start, you will be going for urination, right? You need not to go to urination during the examination, so make sure you will do it early, right? You can go for the urination, right? After that, you are going to come back, you are going to sit, and you are going to get your question number 1. Your paper will start, you will be getting your question number 1. you will get your question number 1 beta, your hands will be shaking, you will be having adrenaline rush. Mark my words, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, this thing will happen. First question will be there in front of you. There will be a question with 4 options. How to read the question? Very, very important. Read the question. If the question is small, you can read it directly. If the question is more than like 4 line, you need to read the first line. You need to read the first line. First you will be reading the first line, and then you need to read the last line, whether he is asking for management, first line drug, second line drug, what he is asking, right? And then you need to go for first line, last line, then you need to go for 4 options. And always remember, try to rule out the option and read all the options. Rule out options and read all the option. कोई भी क्वेश्चन का सी दिखते ही मार्क नहीं करना, बी दिखते ही मार्क नहीं करना. यू नीड टू रूल आउट 4 ऑप्शंस, यू नीड टू रीड, एंड देन यू विल बी रूलिंग आउट द ऑप्शंस, राइट? हियर व्हाट कैन हैपन, first 10 question that you are going to attempt, they are going to be from your adrenaline rush beta. They are going to be from your adrenaline rush. First 10 question. Sir, how to attempt question paper? This is pretty simple. If you keep it simple, it is going to be easy for you, right? How to attempt question paper? First question, you are going to appear. Just think like that. It is going to be the balance, how to balance the anxiety, and this is going to be the point where you are going to balance the anxiety. Whenever you see the question number 1, you look at the question. You will be getting the question number 1. You will be having options in front of you, but you are not able to identify, because first 10 questions you can understand this is going to happen with each and every one of you. पहले 10 क्वेश्चन में तो आंसर आएगा तो भी नहीं आएगा. These are going to be the options where you will be having 2 question, you will be able to rule out 2 options, but still 2 options are going to have issues, right? So first 10 questions you can appreciate. After 10 questions, after 11th question, what will happen? You will be becoming normal. Everything will become normal for you, and now you are going to do what? Now you are going to attempt the questions in a single go beta, in a single go. Because what I believe, this is what I personally believe, if you know something, you know it, right? If you know something, you know it. If you don't know, that means nothing is going to happen, right? In Neet PG, people are following, they are marking for reviews, everything, because they are having a chance to come back, because they cannot make the answer wrong. But for you, what? You do not have issues if you are going to make it wrong also. If it is a calculation based question, you can leave it for the end, because it will require more energy. But apart from that, if you know, that means you need to do your paper in the single go. Because I see people, they are coming to me, sir, mark for review kiya tha, whether it is saved or not saved, I don't know what will happen with that, I don't have time for that, right? So we are going to manage everything, right? So first question you will be doing, just imagine your paper is starting from question number 11, right? In the go, you are solving 4 questions. Let's say you are reaching to question number 15, and all 4 are difficult one. Sir, how to manage anxiety is this particular point of time? So remember beta, 50 questions. Just tell yourself 50 questions are going to be out of box, right? 50 क्वेश्चन ऐसे होंगे जो हमको नहीं आते, आउट ऑफ बॉक्स, राइट? बट वी नीड टू लुक फॉर दोज 100 क्वेश्चंस. यू विल बी टेलिंग योरसेल्फ that there will be a rough patch beta, there will be a rough patch, will always be there, right? And this rough patch will be having 10 to 15 questions in a row, है ना? ये 10-15 क्वेश्चन एक रो में मेरे पास में गलत आएंगे. सपोज यू आर अटेम्प्टिंग 11, नहीं आता, यू डोंट नो. 12 ऑल्सो यू डोंट नो. 13 ऑल्सो यू डोंट नो. 14 ऑल्सो यू डोंट नो. यू विल स्टार्ट डेवलपिंग व्हाट? एंजाइटी. पेपर इज नॉट हैपनिंग. यू विल स्टार्ट डूइंग व्हाट? सेल्फ डाउट. यहाँ पर क्या करना है? व्हाट यू नीड टू डू, यू नीड टू टेल योर सेल्फ, सर 10 to 15 क्वेश्चंस आर गोइंग टू बी डिफिकल्ट ओनली. आई थिंक दिस रफ पैच that we are having is coming to me right now, right? You have to tell yourself. If you are finding 11, 12, 13, 14, these questions are coming normally, they are normal, then you need not to get excited. You need to tell yourself, okay, there might be possibility next questions are going to be rough, right? So you have to keep a balance between both the things. This is how you are going to maintain the anxiety. If you are finding paper easy, you have to tell that next 10 questions are going to be, or you can go one by one also, next 10 questions are going to be tough. अगले 10 क्वेश्चन क्या होंगे? Next 10 questions are going to be tough. If you are finding 10 questions tough, you are going to tell yourself next 10 questions are going to be what? They are going to be easy. This is how you are going to maintain your anxiety. You will be doing questions from question number 1 till 25 you will be doing, and then you will be going sit backs, just take the water bottle, just take a sip, right? Just do the exactly what I'm telling you. Do 25 questions, sit back, relax, have a deep breath, inhale, exhale, look at the timer. You need to check the timer. how much time has passed and how many questions you have done. You have to assess yourself in every 25-20 questions, whatever is going to be there. Sir, why to do inhalation exhalation? Because this is active process, it requires oxygen beta, it requires oxygen. When you do deep breathing, that means what will happen, you will inhale a lot of oxygen, that oxygen will go to your brain will become active, right? So this is what you need to do to avoid what, fatigue, to avoid what, fatigue. Sir, you will tell me, sir, I am having more than 10 questions, they are coming and I don't have any idea, I don't have any idea. More than 10 questions are coming, they are very rough and I don't have any idea. Just think about it, whatever people who are sitting in this examination hall, you're not allowed to look here and there, but just think about it, whoever people are coming along with me, they also don't know the answer. These are some mechanisms, the psychiatric mechanisms that you need to tell yourself in the examination, because self doubt will come and it will come like that. एक ख्याल आएगा और वो बढ़ता जाएगा, काश पढ़ लेता, बायोकेमिस्ट्री पढ़ लेता, पूरी पढ़ लेता, एनाटॉमी पढ़ लेता, I should not skip this. All these things are going to come. To resolve all these things, you have to tell yourself something consciously. आपको खुद को बोलना पड़ेगा. That is going to be, they are what you are going to tell yourself. मुझे नहीं आता, if I don't know something, that means nobody knows this thing, right? If I don't know something, that means nobody knows, that means nobody knows, because I have done my hard work. You have already told yourself, I have done my hard work. मैंने जो भी करना था मैंने कर लिया. अब अगर मुझे नहीं आ रहा, मतलब किसी को भी नहीं आ रहा, this is going to decrease your anxiety levels. Anxiety levels should be managed in the examination hall. This is the best thing that you can do, right? Apart from that, उसके बाद में just try to attempt all the questions one by one, all the questions one by one. अगर आपको लग रहा है क्वेश्चन ईजी है, टेल योर सेल्फ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज गोइंग टू बी टफ. इफ यू फाइंड द क्वेश्चन इज टफ, जस्ट टेल योर सेल्फ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज गोइंग टू बी ईजी. दिस इज हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू बैलेंस योर एंजाइटी. रिमेंबर, दिस इज डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू हेल्प यू आउट डे आफ्टर टुमारो, राइट? कीप दिस थिंग इन माइंड. नेक्स्ट थिंग यू विल बी फाइंडिंग व्हाट, सर ये timer say what you need to understand. Because of this timer, you are going to take a rest of 1 minute. You are going to take a rest of 1 minute. You are going to do what? You are going to do the breathing. You are going to inhale deeply. You are going to exhale deeply so that oxygen will reach your brain, right? This is going to be the thing, right? You will also assess the time, because I've seen people, they are like, sir, 20 minutes are left and I'm not done with the 70 questions, right? 70 questions are left and within 20 minutes, and they are crying in the examination center. To avoid this particular thing, you will assess yourself. I cannot tell you in how much time you need to do question. There might be possibility questions are one liner. If the questions are one liner, there might be possibility 25 questions are done within like 15 minutes, and there might be possibility questions are four liners. If questions are four liners, you might be doing 10 questions within like 25 minutes, right? So this is what you need to balance yourself. Sit back, relax. This is going to give you a checkpoint. A checkpoint is very important, and this is how you are going to proceed further, right? अब सर अगर चारों ऑप्शन नहीं समझ में आ रहे, if you are getting a question and all the options are unfamiliar, right? if चलो दो ऑप्शन आपने रूल आउट कर लिए, if you have rule out two options, sir, the most important thing we are getting, sir, we are ruling out two options but we are stuck within two options, which one we should go for? Some people are like B or C. B or C is not going to help you out, because the funda is simple. All the options, if you see the question paper, all the options are going to get shuffle. All the options are going to get shuffle, and questions are also going to get shuffle for every individual, right? So this is not going to help you that B is going to be the answer or C is going to be the answer. This is something we are making ourselves fool, right? So this is what we are not going to do. We are going to do it more scientifically, right? What is going to be there? If you rule out two options, beta, if you can rule out two options, go with the one which is going to be familiar to, right? Which is going to be familiar to you. There are going to be two options, right? Two options are going to be left. The one which is sounding familiar, which you are feeling like you can do it, right? This one you have to pick up, right? Don't lose any questions, right? This is going to be the thing. Once you are starting with question number 1, you will reach your question number 149. When you are going to reach to your question number 150, make sure you will come back to question number 1 again. Here you will put save and next. If you are not going to put that, what will happen? It is not going to get saved, right? You will be solving only 149 questions, right? So make sure when you reach 150, you will come back to your question number 1 again, right? This is also important, right? Apart from that, these are the things you should be doing in the paper number 1. After that, you will be coming out for the break. Make sure you don't there are going to be 1,000 people, 100 people are going to be there. They are going to be talking about the questions, they are going to be talking about the papers. This thing you have already heard multiple times, but make sure, even if even if some faculty members are also asking you, make sure you don't discuss the question. What is going to happen? Your mind, your peace of your mind is going to get disturbed, right? Either they will be asking you how is the paper. Some people are like, for example, for me the paper was easy. Let's say for me the paper was easy, or let's say for me the paper was hard, right? And now people outside, I'm not discussing the question, but I'm standing with the people. Now people outside, they are talking the paper was moderate, some will say paper was easy. Now I will get into the FOMO. I will have this thing in my mind that my paper was hard and they are finding it easy. That means something is wrong, because something is wrong. This thing will enter into your mind. We need to keep our mind in the sanity. Agar apna dimag sahi rahega, if your mind is going to be okay, that means you are going to pass this examination. Okay? And break time, do not discuss, do not stand with the people. Just put your plug in your earphones, listen to the guided meditations. This is going to definitely help. This is going to help you decrease your anxiety. I can give you the link, you can watch this guided meditation. This is going to be simple. You just need to focus on the voice, and this is going to help you out, right? It will decrease your anxiety. Before paper 2, make sure you have breakfast. Make sure you don't go for lots and lots of topics, you don't go for lots and lots of topics and books, because this is not going to help you out. It might be present in your recent memory, but how much you can read, and if you know what to read in that break time, you can read it today itself. आज ही पढ़ लो उसको, वहाँ पर पढ़ने से क्या सेंस है? Because we have got limited neurotransmitter, beta. All these things I'm telling you is with the psychological hacks, right? We have got limited neurotransmitter. Even if and the exam is going to be what? Adrenaline kind of situation, right? It is a sympathetic situation, right? So make sure you don't overburn your neurotransmitter. You keep them for the paper number 2, because I know some people are sleeping in the paper number 2. Half the paper is done and they are feeling like sleepy, right? So make sure you keep your neurotransmitter intact. You will have a cup of coffee. You can have a cup of coffee before paper number 2, right? And this is going to be, and the lunch, do not skip the lunch, and do not have the लाइट लंच इज गोइंग टू बी देयर, राइट? डू नॉट हैव पराठा, आलू पराठा नहीं खाना है ना. वहाँ पर क्या मिलेगा? आलू पराठा ही मिलेगा, या कुछ मैगी मिलेगा, या कुछ ऐसा मिलेगा. जस्ट डोंट ट्राई टू होप ऑन टू समथिंग, राइट? कीप योर फूड अलोंग विद यू. आज ही खरीद लेना, कल ले लेना, just keep it with you, right? Make sure it will be good, right? And after that, when you are going to go for paper number 2, make sure you enter early. Paper number 2, you are going to enter early. You are going to follow the same process. अगर आपने ज़्यादा खाना खाया, if you eat curd, if you eat fatty food, it will be there in your stomach. We have discussed for like 3 to 4 hours. We don't want that. We want carbohydrate, but limited carbohydrate, right? So this is the same process we are going to follow. We are going to do what? Meditation. Meditation is something we are going to do deep breathing. What else you can do over there? Some people are reading the admit card multiple times. It should be done now, right? So they will be doing deep breathing. After deep breathing, you will be telling yourself, all right, whatever happened in paper number 1 will stay with the paper number 1, है ना? अब अपन उसका कुछ नहीं कर सकते, right? Do not need to calculate 90 आया, 100 आया, 100 marks I'm getting, 120 I'm getting, because I know people, they are coming out and they are like, sir, I'm getting 110 in paper number 1, I just need 40 in paper number 2. But in reality, when the exam result will come, we will also get to know kitna number aaya, right? So that is going to be the thing. Do not overshare, do not become over happy, do not become overshare. Just try to be in a normal situation, right? After that, paper number 2 will be started, right? Paper number 2, you are going to do paper number 2 from the beginning. From first 25 question, you are going to sit back again, relax yourself, sip a little water, right? Make sure you urinate before going to the paper number 2, sip a little water, again come back, have a deep breathing, because paper number 2, last 50 question, you will be exhausted, beta. Last 50 question, it will be around evening time, so you will be exhausted. There might be possibility your adrenaline will be low, you will be having parasympathetic activity. This is what is going to be paper number 2. And make sure, one important thing about changing the answer, beta. This is not going to have anything done with our result, but yes, it is psychologically problem for us, because if we change our answer और हमको 149 आया, after changing our answer, if we are getting 149, we will have a thing in our mind ki if I am not going to change my answer, I will get 150. I am allowing you to change the answer of 10 questions, because these 10 questions, first 10 questions, you are allowed to change answer, because these are the questions that you have done from the adrenaline, राइट आपको आता हो नहीं आता हो, आप 10 क्वेश्चन का आंसर चेंज कर सकते हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट यू आर नॉट अलाउड टू चेंज द क्वेश्चन. आपका पेपर हो जाता है, सिट बैक एंड रिलैक्स, बिकॉज यू हैव अनदर पेपर कमिंग, राइट. सो मेक श्योर you are not going to change the answer. You are going to do the paper in a single go. 10 questions, you are allowed to change the answer. First 10 questions, do not keep lots of questions for mark for review. This is going to create unnecessary problem in your head, which is not required for FMG level, right? This is something you need to keep in your mind, right? So do not change the answer, right? If you are finding in paper number 2, if you are finding long questions are going to be there, if you are having long questions in paper number 2, make sure you read the first line, then you will go for the fourth line, right? This is what is going to be there. And after the exam, beta, one more important thing I want to tell you, because after the exam, lots of people, lots of students, they are like, sir mera to ho jayega, I would be doing this. They start doing lot of things, they start telling their parents ki bahut acha ho gaya aur is baar to main nikal jaunga. All these things they are going to tell, but let me tell you, you don't know your result, right? You don't know what is going to be there. So just tell your parents the same thing. They will ask you, faculty will ask you, lots of people will ask you, how was your paper? Just tell themselves that we don't know, right? If you tell this thing to your parents, what will happen after 15 days? Result will come, either you will pass or maybe you will not make it, right? So if you will tell them that you have done it, your paper is good, and if you are not going to pass, they are going to get disheartened a lot, right? So just tell them you don't know, and if you are going to pass, they will be very happy, they will be having tears of cry. So make sure they will be having tears of happiness, right? So make sure you are going to tell this particular thing to your parents, because this is something they will also get disheartened because of this particular thing, right? I know you guys have done lots of things. Now I will take up your questions first of all, right? So what are the questions you are having? So this is how you are going to go to your examination, right? You are so close to the victory. Don't you dare to give up. I know lots of people have already given up, right? Approximately 5,000 people have already given up, beta. This is what is the number. If you talk about, they have already given up, right? If you are here, you are already done a lot. Just remember this thing. This is the thing, you have already done a lot. You have been preparing from last 5 months, beta. Last 5 months you are keeping everything, you are doing everything. This is going to be a fight for your stress. The question paper that you have given, the mock test that you have given, the number of revisions that you have done, all these insecurities, all these failures, less mark, right, sleepless nights, all these things that you have done, right? वो सारा जो भी चीज़ें थी, can you imagine, have you ever think about yourself, क्या तुमने कभी सोचा था, have you thought about this particular thing, that you are going to revise the complete subject, 4-5 subjects in a day? क्या तुमने कभी सोचा था? Just look at yourself where you are standing right now, beta, right? Where you are standing right now, you are standing at a very far position. Now you know the limits, right? You are limitless, beta. You are limitless. You started from a point where you don't know anything, and now you are standing at a point that you know lots of things. You are just a single step away from becoming a practicing doctor in India. So make sure you give your best, right? This is something you just need to go through this particular process, and this is how it is going to happen. No need to worry about anything else, right? Right, I will take up your questions. Yeah, admit card color copy is going to be enough, right? I've already told you how to approach to the big questions, right? You already know how to approach to the big question. You will read the line number 1, you will be reading the last line, and then you will be marking your answer, right? This exam is not difficult, it's all in your head, beta. ये सारी चीज़ें अपने दिमाग में, अगर हमने एंजाइटी मैनेज कर लिया, if we can manage anxiety, do not take any drugs. I know some people are talking about melatonin, some people are talking about benzodiazepines. They are useless, beta. They are not going to help you, right? Benzodiazepine will make you depressed. Half life is going to be 12 to 24 hours. If you take it in the night, you will be sleepy throughout the day. Your brain will be having more of GABA. This is a big problem people are doing. you don't understand, you take it, you will be having more GABA. You try to activate your brain and you are doing what? You have exam and you are suppressing your brain already by taking benzodiazepines, right? So this is something you should avoid, right? So this is how you will be approaching to the examination, right? Let me summarize it. Tomorrow you are going to do the revision. You will make something that you are going to revise for the today. You are going to make something that you are going to revise tomorrow, right? And tomorrow reach to the center early. Don't take nasty hotels, right? Just try to stay at a very good place, have good food, right? And next day morning try to reach on the time, right? Make sure you will have all these things checked when you are going to the examination center. Sit back, relax, breathe in, breathe out, tell positive things to everyone about yourself, tell positive things. And then between the questions, every 20-25, whatever, whenever you are feeling tired, just sit back, relax, look at the timer, have a sip of water, come back and start solving the question. You are allowed to solve, you are allowed to change the answer of first 10 questions. Apart from that, you are not going to change any question, right? And once the first paper is done, do not discuss it, do not discuss it with anyone. How was the paper? Doesn't matter, right? For you the paper was easy, paper was tough, doesn't matter. If you find it easy, tell yourself next paper will be tough. If you find it tough, tell yourself next paper will be easy. Next questions, if you are getting 10 questions in a row, you are getting rough, so remember there is going to be a rough patch in every paper. 50 questions are out of the box, you are playing for the 201 that you are having, right? So make sure this is how you are going to take care of your anxiety. Aadhaar card you have not uploaded yet and don't have access to check the fingerprint status, right? Do message me beta, and I will make, I will give you the list how to check that, right? Message me on my Instagram, and tomorrow I would be available if you want. If you have any issues, right, do you can message me, you can call me also, right? But make sure you will sleep early tomorrow, right? If you are not going to sleep early beta, this is going to cause a, this is going to cause problems, right? And these problems are going to be, you're not, your mind will be having a thing that you are sleepless, and this is going to decrease your performance in the examination, right? Need not to carry lots of prescriptions. If you are having any specific disease, then you can carry your prescriptions for that. Okay, Urvi? All right, guys, so we are going to sum it up here, right? All the very best for the examinations, and I would be very, very happy to welcome you all to the next side of the fence. If you find any difficulties, do ask me again. I would be more than happy to help you out. Take care, guys. Goodbye. Have a good sleep.